The Ontario Land Tribunal has decided that a long-disputed housing project in Willowdale can move forward. Neighborhood groups had argued the affordable supportive housing hadn't set enough rooms aside for seniors. Ali Chiasson has the details.
What could have been this? That's 59 units of supportive housing. Still looks like this. An empty plot of land 3 years after the project was announced.
It could have been housing people over a year ago.
But the affordable housing block at 175 Cummer Avenue in Willowdale has been held up at the Ontario Land Tribunal since neighborhood groups said they were concerned about who it would be housing, saying more of it should have been dedicated to seniors.
Our clients, the appellants at the hearing, said very clearly they would be 100% in favor of this development going ahead if it simply reflected the same parameters the City of Toronto advocated for, protection of seniors.
Willowdale Manor is already an affordable housing complex for seniors, which factored into the tribunal's decision to dismiss their appeal, saying the housing project represents good planning and is in the public interest.
We're very happy to see that this appeal process has finally come to a reasonable conclusion. It just took us way too long to get there.
Mark Richardson of Housing Now says this seems more like NIMBYism and property values disguising itself as advocacy for seniors.
This was never about the seniors' housing on this side of the street. It was always about the $40 million worth of McMansions being built directly across the street.
Initially, I believe I voted against it.
Since the modular housing project was announced in early 2021, Councillor Stephen Holliday worried there wouldn't be enough public consultations since the city was preoccupied with the pandemic. But there has been since.
People may ultimately disagree with the changes that are made in that location, but at least I think people can be confident that a process was followed and that everybody was considered fairly.
With the housing affordability and homelessness crisis what it is today, Richardson says the province needs to heed its own advice.
Even the province's own Housing Affordability Task Force report said that affordable housing projects should not be appealable. So at the provincial level, we should just be removing the right for neighbours to appeal against affordable housing projects.
Now victorious, the city says they are wasting no time in dusting off those building supplies and selecting the non-profit organization to run the place eventually. Ali Chiasson, CBC News, Toronto.